Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Dragonfall. I am Colonel RPG, as usual, and I'm very happy to have you here with me as we mess around with Monica's computer. And we're gonna look for open jobs. No, it's not how it goes. I'm gonna open the jobs directory. That's what it is. And also I can look at her team personnel files. Actually, we probably should go with that. Last episode we heard a video from, or saw a video from Monica, where she told us about how to deal with Iger, and that's pretty important. We apparently need to push Iger back to earn her respect, according to how she knew, or what she knew of Iger. So over here we have one for Amzel, another one for Dietrich, Glory, Iger, and Edie. Let's go. Let's start with ourselves. Yeah, let's go with see what. Oh, it's a video as well. The image of Monica smiles on the screen. Edie, my secret weapon. I've run enough with Edie to know that he's trustworthy. Good in a fight too. But beyond all that, it's good just to see him again. There aren't many people left from the old days. Far too few. And Edie, she smiles. Well, he was always the best of them. She takes a deep breath and then shakes her head with a sigh. God, that was sappy. Mental note, re-record this before Edie gets a chance to see it. At any rate, if anything happens to me, it's good to know that he'll be on hand to fill my shoes. It's not that Iger would want. It's not what Iger would want, but it is what would be best for the team. The image winks back off the screen. You find yourself back at the menu. So we are not here as a joke. Contrary to what we thought, honestly, and what Iger probably thinks, honestly. Because Monica did make it seem as a joke. It was a joke that, you know, basically she didn't think that we needed to have a backup plan to nominate who the next leader would be in case something happened to her. And that was the joke, but it wasn't a joke that I was the one nominated, and now we're learning that. Yeah, let's learn about Iger. The image of Monica winks onto the screen. Iger. What to say about Iger? She's smart, she's strong, and she's one hell of a soldier. In a close-up fight, I've seen her take apart an entire security team with her shotgun, and she's even more dangerous at range. It's a handy thing having a trained sniper on the team. All in all, we enjoy one hell of an advantage, thanks to her. Unfortunately, there are some disadvantages too. All of that military training has left her, how to say it, rigid, I suppose. Unlike the others, Iger isn't content to go with the flow. She wants lists and maps and timetables. She wants a hierarchy, and she wants it formalized. I don't think that she realizes it, but giving her what she wants would destroy this team. Gloria and Dietrich wouldn't put up with it for more than a day or two. I know that I wouldn't, but she keeps on pushing all the same. Monica shakes her head. One of these days, the situation is going to come to a head. I just hope that it doesn't happen soon. Yep. Let's read about Amzel. The image of Monica appears on the screen. Paul, a talented and well-connected fixer with contacts all over Berlin. Is more to me than that, of course, but that's neither here nor there. The image winks back off the screen and you find yourself back on the menu. Paul does act very emotionally whenever he talks and remembers Monica. I think I might have done a good job saying that me and Monica weren't anything more than friends. I don't know who I told it to. Was it Dietrich? I think it was. So let's see Dietrich over here. The image of Monica winks onto the screen. Dietrich, one of my dearest friends and a shaman of tremendous power. A good man to have at your side in a fight. I tend to use Dietrich in a support role. His magic can dramatically bolster the combat effectiveness of a frontline fighter like Iger or Glory. But when the chips are down, he's more than capable of dishing out punishment on his own. Can't think of much else to say about Dietrich. Just a good, reliable guy. She pauses for a moment, and when she speaks again, you can hear a hint of guilt in her voice. He's getting a little long in the tooth for a Shadowrunner. I'm not sure how many more years he has ahead of him in the game, but I'll be happy to run with him for as long as he's able. We'll see, I suppose. Ah, that's interesting. Let's see. So we have Glory still. The image of Monica winks onto the screen. Glory, our damaged enigma. I've known her for almost 5 years now, but I don't think that I'll ever really know her. Somehow I doubt that anyone will. On an operational level, Glory's solid. That chrome of hers may be old, but it gets the job done. I've seen her take a troll apart with her hand razors, And when her adrenal pump is running, she moves faster than anyone I've ever seen. On top of all that, Glory is a competent field medic. I don't know where she learned medicine, yet another question mark, but she's patched me up at least a dozen times. Between her skill with a med kit and Dietrich's magic, we haven't had much trouble with serious injuries, and in our line of work, that's a luxury. She pauses for a moment and then shrugs. That's really all that I know about Glory. She keeps to herself, barely talks, and spends most of her off time staring at nothing. I've seen this kind of behavior before, of course. Something bad happened in her past. Deep down, I think she's still running from it. And I'm sure that her cyberware ties into it somehow. Yeah, that sort of behavior is sometimes seen in people with PTSD. Although there are other... there are certain mental conditions that can be triggered because of traumatic experiences. That will also not be, that where this behavior will be consistent with those mental conditions, like just depression itself could be one of this. Although I don't know enough about depression to know that this is a common thing. I don't think it is, or a common thing anyway. It could be, of course. People act the way they do, but zoning out is basically what I'm thinking of. I don't think it's very often. I don't think it's very often what correlated, I suppose, with depression. The other one that I was thinking is dissociative bipolar disorder, although that might not be the name anymore, because psychology is a field that keeps evolving, and we understand mental diseases better and better as time passes. It used to be just called what was it? What was it called? They used to be called anyway. It's definitely associated with that, as far as I know. I don't know, says Monica. Maybe someday she'll open up to me. I'd like to think that she will. We'll see, I suppose. And that's that. That's all on our teammates, our fellow runners. And now we can go into the jobs directory, and I can review the notes on completed jobs. There's nothing, which means the first job wasn't a job, which is probably makes sense. And then pending and active jobs. Hiccup on me. Unfortunately, that's also nothing. So we got the computer done. No, wait. What do you mean? What do you mean there's another one? Oh. Investigate your mission, computer. I did it! What did I miss? Check the inbox. Read all messages. Jobs directory. I did all the things. Unless I misclicked. Yeah, there's nothing there. Does it just not get completed? I think it just doesn't get completed. Huh. I mean, fair enough. So where is this? Do I actually need to leave? I do. See you later. Well, I'm not going to see them later. I'm going to see them right now, because we're going on a run. There we go. The first time I played Shadowrun, certainly the first time, but certainly when I did the Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong, I hadn't seen anybody play the tabletop version of the game. Also, that's not where we're supposed to go. Is it not? Oh, yeah, it is. It's just you have two entrances. I hadn't seen anybody play the tabletop. And in the tabletop, you do spend half the time on a run and half the time doing other things. Unless, of course, you don't want to do it like that, but you should, I think, because it's fun. The investigation and talking, that's how tabletop works, for the most part. But you can prioritize whatever you want. You can make runs be super fast and everything else takes forever. But this game does sort of strike a balance between the two. You can absolutely just skip these things and just spearhead to the missions, and you can finish the game like that, no problem whatsoever. But I think if you don't do that, the game strikes a very tabletop-like balance, which makes sense because HBS that they're super big fans of tabletop. Where would you like to travel? I am gonna assemble the team and travel to Das Kessel House Hotel to search for green winters. And I select that because you can have multiple missions, I think. At least you can in Hong Kong. You can arrive at the metro and or whatever, and be able to go to multiple places. Das Kessel House Hotel and Nightclub, crown jewel of the Dragonkippe, the filthiest Kies in Berlin. I don't know what Kies means, but anyway. Opening the door to the ground level dance club is like bashing your head into a wall of sound. Flashing lights stab your eyes, and the air is perfumed with cheap synthahol and engine grease. Everything in here is cranked up to 11. A playground for the numb. Green Winters is somewhere in this building. You steel yourself for the sensory assault and step inside. The team makes a quick check of their weapons and follows you into Das Kesselhaus. I like that cranked up to 11, or just, that. This expression has become a commonplace that doesn't need explanation. Because I think it's, is it Audio Tap? What's the name of the band? I think there's like a song or an album maybe that introduced this thing, and it has to do with what is it? Is it Audio Tap? I don't know. It has to do with music anyway, because on a guitar amplifier you have the potentiometers that just for the gain, for example, which just increases the volume as well as other things, other characteristics of the sound, but just put it up, make it louder is basically the make it louder potentiometer. And a potentiometer is just if you don't know what it is, it's a knob, right? It's a knob. It's just you twist it to make it louder. It sometimes just has two dots, one at the beginning and one at the end, so you know where it is and compare. And other times it actually has a number, even though it's not really a number. It's a percentage anyway, because at full it's fully open, and at zero it's fully zero. And usually they're at halfway it's 50%, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes 50% is like at 70% instead of like a 50 for reasons that the amplifier makers want to be like that. At any rate, a lot of the amplifiers have 0 to 10, and then they wanted 11. I think that's the principle of it. That's where it comes from. Crank it up to 11. You wanted to go beyond the 10. And I think there are some amplifiers that actually go from 0 to 11. I don't have any, or never had any myself like that, but I think I've seen one. Or if I haven't seen one, I have seen the model that has, I think so. I'm pretty sure. And they're Randall amplifiers, I think. The 4252? I forget. They're all numbers. The Randall ones are all numbers. Or is that the PVs? Anyway, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not smart enough to know any of this. So, we have the whole team. And I can't give you armor, sir. So, Dietrich, I have Acid Bolt for you. So, Haste is really nice. Aim is really nice. Electro Core is pretty nice. But it uses 2 action points. I don't know which one is better. I definitely want this. I'll give you this. Oh! Loaned. For sure. Keep it over there. It's funny that it says loaned, because it is what it is. And that's our team over there. You can't take these away, but I think you can put more things in here, because you can't take these away either. And it's not like, so basically it means that, what does that mean? It doesn't have to mean that you can't take these out, it just means something else. And that's that. Okay, so confirm. I can't really select the team, I think there's a screen for that, but I can select the team because that's all we have. You have karma available to improve your character's attribute and skills. Yes, I do. And we also have a soundtrack right now. Okay, so what do we want? We have 6 karma, which means any one of these is going to be tremendously expensive. But I could do that. So what is willpower? And why would I want to have extra willpower? Specifically for spellcasting. There's a chance to be hit by enemy magical attacks as well. So this is agility, right? Or quickness, yeah. So I could bring this up by a little bit, but honestly, I'm gonna go up on strength. And we're gonna see. That's Class and House Club and Hotel, last known location of Monica's client, Green Winters. And I hope that's not... No, that's not the same person that we met while we were running away. This is just a bouncer. The troll working the door might be the shortest you've ever seen, and the thickest. Despite the pounding music and the writhing bodies, his face is buried in a comic book. He looks up, gives you a cursory once-over, and sighs. Welcome to Das Klassenhaus, or Kessel House. Now under new management again. There's no cover, just go on in and get your fix. That's Kroner at the bar over there. He'll take care of you. He buries his nose back into his comic book while tapping a meaty thumb on the black plastic slung from his belt, a high-powered stun gun. Just play nice, or you'll meet her zap. Have fun. No need for her zap. I'm just here to party. He stares at you. That's great, really. Anything else? Yeah, I'm trying to find a friend. And I'm trying to read this. His voice slows to a crawl. He makes a point of enunciating each word. I point people to the bar. If someone starts trouble, I give them a taste of her zap. That's it. That's all I do. Well, I guess thank you. Look at that. The model only has one horn. Or what looks like one horn. He's just standing there. He's not actually reading a comic book over here, although I wouldn't expect that to work like that. I wouldn't expect them to animate comic book reading. Nobody talks. I'm not going to the bar immediately, obviously, because that's where they want me to go. Nobody here is talking, though. Is this the bar? It is not the bar. Look at that. I don't know what that is. There's somebody... Party girl! That's... Hi, Miss Girl. I'm gonna talk to you in a little bit. We have an electrical panel and a bunch of things that we can inspect. And also somebody with a minigun. That's definitely not a stun gun. Is she not dancing? Because there's nobody there. But also, how does she know there's nobody there? Because she's not looking. The music out here on the floor is way too loud for comfort. The scene going down at the bar is even louder. The dealer on duty stands impassively behind the bar. A desperate-looking young woman is pleading with him, apparently to little effect. All right, Silke, I'm gonna explain how this works to you one more time. I get my cash, and you get your cram. No cash, no cram, period. But I need it, Kroner, come on! Her words come out in a desperate whine. Pale skin, sunken eyes, and a trembling lip all point to the early symptoms of withdrawal. And I have cash, I totally do. It's up in my room, but you guys won't let me up there to get it. Hotel's under new management, beautiful. You don't have a room anymore. Whatever was up there, you might as well forget about it. But that was all I had. And I have to get right soon. Well, maybe we could work out a trade. Cram for services? Services? Understanding slowly shows on the young woman's face. Her eyes go wide. Come on, Kroner, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Do you want the cram or not? She sets her jaw, a look of disgust on her pallid face. That ain't gonna happen, chummer. Not now, not ever. The bartender shrugs. I give you about half an hour before the shakes set in. When that happens, you know where to find me. He turns to another customer with a smirk, leaving the desperate young woman crumbled against the bar. What a fuckwit. My god. And that's Silke over there. She has a long dress. Look at that. What is this? An expensive bottle of scotch. From the color, you'd guess that the contents are at least 50% water. Oh. Well, I guess that's that. Silke looks up at you, a look of abject misery plastered across her face. Leave me alone, okay? I've got problems to deal with. Kroner's a deck stain. I'll hook you up with some cram free of charge. Actually, I don't. I don't know if I can do that. Let's see. I don't actually know what cram is, so it could be BTLs. Cram is a habit. Cram habit is a rough thing to shake. I know a place that can help you get clean if you're interested. Ooh, we actually do that. Yeah, we know that. Sounds like the new management stole your property. They did, but I wonder what the option here is. Let's go with this one. Sounds like the new management stole your property. Answer some questions for me, and I'll help you get it back. Really? That'd be... well, that'd be incredible. Her lips struggle upward into a facsimile of a smile. I really need that money. And I left some things in there, too. You know, personal stuff. Yeah, I can be very discreet. My stuff should be up in room 304. That's where me and Nadia and Sarah were staying until, well, you know. I'll be waiting right here when you get back down. So, what do you need to know? Tell me whatever you can about the gang that's taken over the hotel. Oh, bad guys. I mean, like, real bad guys. The gang that used to run this place wasn't all bad. They kept the cram flowing, and the prices weren't too high. They never hassled me as long as I kept buying. The new guys killed them all, and they took over. Or when they took over. Now I'm stuck dealing with assholes like Kroner. The floor manager, Frank, had a thing for my girl, Sarah. It was always coming on to her, no matter how many times she told him no. I haven't seen her since the takeover, but he won't stop asking me about her. That's a real creep. That's about it. All I can think of. I steer clear of the new guys when I can. She steals a glance over her shoulder at Kroner. A scowl on her face. I shouldn't have to tell you why. Yeah, I need to get up to the hotel. Any idea how I'd talk, or who I'd talk to about that? You could talk to Frank. He's the floor manager. He'd have an elevator key. She points to the north end of the club. He's over there, on the VIP balcony. See the greasy jackass in the oversized suit? The one drooling all over that table dancer? That's Frank. Have you heard of a guy named Green Winters? No, I don't think so. Oh, wait, yeah, I bumped into him here a few days ago. I remember because his name sounds like a kind of chewing gum. I don't think I remember seeing him leave, so he's probably holed up in his room. I'm pretty sure that there's still some people up there. The ones that the gangers missed. I hear they locked themselves in. What can you tell me about the layout of the hotel? Well, it's a nice enough place, you know, for a factory. Let's see. Well, okay. The second floor is a security station. Lots of high-tech stuff up there. And I've heard stories about the penthouse level. Something about a sealed vault. There's supposed to be something real valuable in there, but nobody knows what it is. Doesn't stop them from talking about it, though. Well, thanks. You've been very helpful. Sure thing. Just hurry back with that stuff, okay? I really, really need it. Yep. And now we can retrieve Silke's belongings and also optionally talk to Frank. Let's save the game before I do that because I want to see if she says anything else. No. Though she does, actually. Room 304. Yeah, that doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. Let's have a chat with this walnut over here. I can't because of the movement of things. There it is. Kroner is his name. There it is. New guy, huh? Ain't seen you around here before. What can I get ya? I overheard your little conversation with Silke there. Hey, if she wants her cram, she's gotta pay. Same as anybody else. Your bosses might like to know that you're jamming their customers in exchange for their merch. What do you think? Okay, pal, here's the deal. The guards here, they don't discriminate. If I call them, they're gonna kill everyone in this room other than me. So unless you want to see the bodies start dropping all over this club, you'll back the hell off. Now, what do you want to buy something or not? Yeah, I'm looking for a guy who calls himself Green Winters. Know him? He looks at you suspiciously. Think so. Might be upstairs, or might be staying upstairs. What can you tell me about him? Nothing. Just that someone with that handle checked in about a week ago. Still here, I think. Now, do you want something from the bar, or are you just here to waste my time? No, show me what you got. I can't. I can sell items. Okay, I'll remember that. It's up here. Yep. Okay. So he just has actual cram. And that's what cram is. A designer amphetamine. Adds 3 action points and 2 movement for 1 round. Ah, that's really good, actually. It's basically... That's really good. It's a bit expensive, but yeah. I'm leaving. Okay. So we have... our destination. Who the heck is... Party girl... I never talked to the party girl, did I? No, I just went by because I was looking at people. I don't know who the... Oh, it's an optional. Oh. Look at the cursor up here. Oh, that's the guy. That's Frank. Okay, let's have a chat with the party girl. Probably not gonna say anything. No, she is. The girl in the corner is a model stim junkie. All wild eyes and nervous energy. She greets you with a smile so wide as to border on grotesque. Hey! Hey, good looking! You want a party? Excuse me? Come on! Come party with me! You've got some cram, right? I just love a guy that's willing to share. Sorry, I'm not carrying any. Well then, go get some, okay? At the bar. I'll be waiting. We'll see. I wonder... Oh, this might be a way to get into the hotel. That might be just a way. If you go partying with her, she probably has a room or something. And then you, of course, are gonna do the partying in the room. Because this is not that kind of bar. And then you get up there. Sounds like not a plan that I'm gonna do. I am going to talk to Frank, though, but we're going to do that next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Dragonfall. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.